Hi, I'm Rick Conlow. I am glad you're here. This is a great session that I'm excited to share with you. It's the Servant Leadership Coach. So I'm going to focus in on what they do and how it can help you accelerate your career as a manager, help your team be more successful, and at the same time help you be more successful. See, servant leaders certainly focus on people first. Certainly they want profit. They want the organization to succeed. But how do they get there? It isn't just about results. It's about the relationship with the team, each individual on the team, and then the team in terms of a group and their cohesiveness. So how do they do that? Well, take a look at some of the key points of how they lead with their team, individually and as they move them forward as teamwork. So first, they lead by example. Now, there's whatever they do, they walk the talk and they talk the walk. They wouldn't ask you to do anything they wouldn't do. They listen and they communicate positively. So they pay attention, they have empathy, they have good communication skills. When they speak, it's mostly positive and encouraging and lifting up. They don't get into name calling and swearing and all those kinds of things. They teach teamwork. So they become students of the game. They learn how to get a group together, different personalities, different nationalities. You know, most workplaces are multi-generational and have people from around the world working together in remote settings, and they're able to pull them together because they work on it. Then they teach it. They work with the team to do that. They do challenge you as an individual, and they'll work on inspiring you, not necessarily motivating. They inspire by creating a work environment where you want to come to work, where you want to do well, where you want to share ideas, because they're open to that. They ask for that, okay? And they challenge you to continually get better. They'll give you learning opportunities. They keep learning. And so together, everybody can elevate their performance. So they're not standing still. Some people think servant leaders are weak and they always give in to the employees. No. What their focus is help each individual realize their own potential and to exceed their individual expectations and career aspirations. You don't do that by always giving in. You do it by helping people and holding them accountable and responsible for results. Not by beating them up, but by building them up. And then they commit to the team's success. They know that their success as a manager depends on the success of the team. So help each people reach their goals. So they'll ask you about it. They'll set goals for the job. They'll also talk about personal aspirations. They put the two together because that's what really motivates people, not the company's aspirations and what they want or their strategic plan. Each person shows up, wants to help. How well they help depends on, are they tied in? Are they more than a number? Are they more than, a commodity? People want to be partners, and that's what servant leaders help create. Then they're encouraging and praising. They give more recognition. When the team does well, they give it to the team. When it doesn't do so well, they own the problem. This inspires character in the people they're working with. Integrity, ethics, doing business right, honesty. That's what they're talking about there. So they lead with this integrity. They're not going to cut corners. If you got a process, they're going to do it. Do they want to improve the process? Sure. But they're going to do business right. They're not going to cheat anybody. They're not going to steal. They're not going to call names. They work well with other departments. There's no silos with servant leader coaches, and they teach that in their team so that they've got other areas of the department to help them do their department well. Does that make sense? That's how they do it. It's different, isn't it, than traditional leadership? And most leaders that are out there today, everybody wants to get up on their own, beat the other guy. It's all a competition. Servant leaders collaborate, and then they achieve great results. Studies, half a dozen studies. You can see some of my other training videos that show that servant leaders outperform somewhere between 10 to 30 to 40% more than other managers when they do this. That's what I'm talking about. Now, one other thing I want to add then. The servant leader is a coach, like this says. All these are coaching skills, but they also understand informal coaching. Informal coaching is all the daily interactions. Most managers have 40, 50, 60, 70 interactions with their team throughout the day, personally, online, email, text, video conferences, those kinds of things. All of them count. And what they do is they make them positive. And they also focus them on the goal. Maybe not everything in terms of the team's plan, but maybe a piece. If they see somebody in the hallway, they'll say something like, "Rick, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Oh, by the way, that client you talked to the other day, great job on that. So they do appraise there in a minute and a half. Those 40 to 70 moments of truth, they turn them into moments of magnificent because each one is encouraging. Each one is helpful. Each one helps you see the possibilities, not just the problem. That's informal coaching. Happens every day, every week, every month, all year long. And then there's the formal coaching. That's when they sit down one-on-one with each team member and they talk to them about their professional goals, their personal goals. Often those conversations begin with this. I had a manager did this with me. He said, Rick, how's it going? What's on your mind? Notice he start with me. People first. Instead of saying, Rick, let's focus on the company goals. No, how you doing, Rick? And then you go through a process, becomes a dialogue, not a monologue, to help them focus on their performance and then their career development. Wow, it builds the well-being of the employee, their feeling about themselves, their performance gets better, and you get better results. That's what I'm talking about. That's what a servant leadership coach is all about. Hey, look below. We have a book called The 5 Disciplines of Servant Leadership. Dig into that. In addition to that, we've got the Superstar Leadership blog. We hope you subscribe. If you like this, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for coming, and I wish you the best of success.